Hi everyone! Today I'll show you how you can make a loop with a knitting loom. So as you can see, my loom has 4 pieces, 4 elements in different sizes. And for this loop scarf that I did, it has a diameter of 25 centimeters and I did it with the biggest ring you see. But yes, today I will use the smallest one for this instruction because it is going to be the same thing but much easier to follow and so that the video doesn't last too long. For this loop, for the whole thing, I used just 50 grams of Woolly Hugs sheep wool. It's very light, fluffy, and is 110 meters long per each 50 grams. And it's 50% wool, it's 28% cotton, and the rest, 22%, is polyamide. So it is very fluffy and it is very pleasant to wear. So if you ever run into it, it's a very good option for scarves. We will start with a beginning loop, just like with crocheting. So we will put the thread over itself, left side and front, and hold the crossing. Then the next step is to take the end of the loop and go with a thread under the loop and pull it through. And then we can pull on the end to make it smaller or bigger. Then take the ring, and here you see where we are supposed to start. It's always on the side, easy to find. And now go through the ring and hang it onto the side piece. Now you see where I will begin and end. Now hold the ring with the left hand and start to go with the thread around the poles or the teeth, as you like to call them. Go around the first pole and go to the second, again around. Third as well, always on the right side and going to the left. I will do this till the end of the round. Make sure you work this loosely, so don't pull too tight. So that you can work with it later. First round is done. Now we can push the thread to the bottom. And do again the same for the second time. So on the right side in the left direction. and again around to the end. Last pull or tooth, take the thread with the left hand fingers, and with our right hand we will take this tool. We will pull the lower thread over the upper thread. So for that is what we are using this needle, or if you like, hook. You see, this is the last pull, so we will start there. Pull the bottom over the top. And then you can let go of the thread because nothing can fall apart now. Now simply go around every pull or loop you have. It's difficult at first, so don't worry. And from there on, it's going to be a lot easier. So you see that it's easily done. And this is exactly why it is important to do everything loosely. So if you pull too tight, it would be too difficult or even impossible to do the next steps, so make sure you're working loosely. This project is also suitable for beginners. And first round is done. Now push to the bottom. So we always work in the top area. And now we can start at the first pull after our starting point and again go around. So from the right side to the left around each of the pulls. And this will stay the same throughout the entire project. Always in the same direction. Now I am at the end. I'm holding the thread and then I'll take my hook again and start with the last tooth and go over. One before last as well, and then we can let go of the thread and again repeat the same step. Pull the bottom threads over the top threads. And that's how we get a stitch. And now is our second row done, and we again push the work a little bit down. And now again, start from the beginning and again take the thread and do the same first step. Go around each tooth. Now again, I take my hook and do the last and one before last. Let go of the thread and then pull the bottom loops over the top ones. It goes very fast. I thought it was going to last much longer, but the big loop I did and finished in just one evening. And now I'll show you how I do the pushing to the bottom with the beginning thread. So I push the threads to the bottom and I begin right then and there with the new round. So you can do one after the other. So pull all of them down and then do the new round, but you can also do it like this simultaneously. And if you're working with children, for example, then you can see what is best for them to follow. Apart from that, I think this is a really nice alternative. I am again at the last section. So let's now do this row and we can continue then. These rings are done well, so they do make working with them as easy as possible. Now we can put off the beginning loop on the side and start our next row. Right from the first pole, and again same technique, and you keep doing this until you reach the length that you like or planned for. So I worked almost to the end of my 50-gram piece. I was shocked at how big this piece is. And then I'll show you how fast you can cast this off. So we are working with our little one, and I'll show you on it how to do that. So the method is the same regardless of the size of your loom. You may need a bit more time, of course, if your piece is bigger and if you used a bigger loom, but apart from that, the technique won't change. You will just have practically more stitches to cast off. So anyway, let's get to it. So we're casting off now. I decided to do a stable, sturdy ending, and you see the other side that is a bit looser, so it rolls a bit to the inside. So that's why I would wear it the other way around, so that the other edge is visible on top and the rolled part stays down. We start again here. I would recommend to push the thread to the bottom so that you don't have to do it simultaneously. Here is the first pull, and we again go around the same way. Hold it and pull the bottom loop over it. Same with the next one, and now cast the stitch off. So I'll take the loop from this piece and simply put it over the next pull. Take the thread and go around the same tooth and do again the step one more time. Pull over, and then we are going to do the next one from the right and pull over. Cast the stitch off. Pull the bottom loop over and then again go from the left with the thread and pull over, and do that one more time before continuing to the next tooth. Pull over to the next one. Bottom over and then the two left loops. One more. And next one, pull over and transfer the loop to the next pull. Take from under, and now one more time the left loops 2 times. You see here the edge, so now as you can see that I'm not continuing steps in any way since it's a bit more complicated. So, step 1, go around. Step 2, pull the bottom loop upwards. Step 3, take the left loop and transfer to the next pull. Step 4, pull over the bottom loop. Step 5, do 2 loops. Step 1, go around. Step 2, pull the bottom loop up. Step 3, take the left loop and transfer to the next pole. Step 4, pull over the bottom loop. And step 5, do 2 loops, one after another. Step 1, go around. Step 2, pull the bottom loop up. Step 3, take the left loop and transfer to the next pole. Step 4, pull over the bottom loop. And step 5, do 2 loops. And you do a full round. So I'm almost at the end. Step 1, then step 2. Three and 4, and 5, 2 loops, and again 5 steps, fifth step, one, 2, 3, 4, and step 5. And we can cut the thread off. Take the last loop and pull through. Now let's weave in. Now we just need to make a connecting point to the beginning. So for that, simply go through the first loop. Pull over and once to the back. And one more time. And pull tight and weave in. Here we do the same. Go through here into the side loop. From under and pull lightly. So here, so that the loop looks like the same as the others, and then we can weave it in. And now we have our instruction for our loop scarf with knitting looms done. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to shoot a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and stay updated with all the new projects. Thank you for watching, Veronika Hug. I'll see you next time. Bye!